Welcome to the stream. Today I'm trying to basically expand my brain network. I mean, it's built out in a way already, the network itself, but there's nothing in the network and some parts are still not quite built because there are biter nests in the way, for instance. And I think I will have to get rid of some biter nests. Not sure if these nests might be on something like this grid. I will just check. Oh yeah, they are somehow a little bit on grid. And on the inside of these I will have some station lines like these. Or this one. And this will basically be 180 degrees rotated, so it will also appear on this side and going down here. I have to check where this all fits together and how much more space I have. I'm actually here right now, so now that I have the blue underground belts, this is what I actually waited for. This is what I needed to do before I could progress. So this is basically my hot fixed or quickly built blue underground belt factory, just so I can get this the train network starting, because my train networks always use a lot of blue underground belts. I should have that somewhere in the blueprint book. I don't know exactly, maybe I have a wrong book or a wrong blueprint, slightly too upgraded version. Yeah, there might be only the bigger things. Also, I'm kind of jealous of my much cleaner but much bigger design. But I want a even more modular design, where I have a lot of these little cells doing just one little thing. Anyway, I should start by building these tunnels. I only need to do it once. And then I can just copy the station design. Hello, Kana, thank you for lurking. I wonder if my Streamlabs doesn't work anymore, or I guess I basically killed Stream Elements, but probably kept Streamlabs alive, but I sort of need to log into that to make it actually work. I don't think it would otherwise work, which is a bit weird. I will hydrate. Okay, and now The only thing left to do should be setting limits and connecting the gear wheels. I will use red splitters for now. I can always upgrade this detail later, I guess. And I will have to upgrade to Ultra or what are they called? Titanium? No, tungsten belts, turbo belts later. I guess there were a lot of different belt names in some of the mods. So this is the station design that I will copy. Just that I need to maybe delete a few things as well. This, for instance, the signal that's in the air. I guess I can basically keep the freedom to rotate. And now everything should be functioning. This will be called modular, if I can write modular waiting, no, loading station. And I will try to make a new book for this. And I will call it parameterized train factories, because that is what it needs to be eventually. If I can find this again, didn't I put this in here? I guess this train fuel is also good. I should just put that in there. But now there's the modular loading station. I just got that out of the flipboard. Eventually I might try something like this basic bot mall thing, but I want to do it with belts, which is a bit more complicated since it needs to consider different input types coming from a belt. This dome with fish is probably from the Maraxis mod. So there are a bunch of entities that don't really exist. And coral mining doesn't exist. So yeah, maybe I should put some of those things in a different book, so I don't get annoyed by them. Anyway, I wanted to put the train fuel, maybe a copy of that in here. Okay, that's that. And we now here have this as a belted input, but eventually I want to have a train input. Everything will be trains, inputs and outputs, solid and fluid. And here I already prepared this to almost be compatible with my blue belt design. Just need to place these blue underground belts, but also I need to limit all the chests. And I'm quite full in my inventory. I hope I can... I guess once I get to Gleba, I can expand my inventory with the equipment grid. Maybe I don't really need to carry all these things every time, everywhere. Let's remove this and maybe get some blue belts, blue underground belts there instead. Maybe 150. I don't think they are in the red network yet. Just 50 of the red ones. Maybe no blue inserters anymore, just 100 of the greens. Might not actually need bricks on me all the time. And also these energy related things, although I might keep the high quality ones. Maybe I will deliver them to the rocket silos. Don't really need that many pump jacks. Maybe actually never. Let's remove that entirely. I will just handle pump jacks on a case-by-case basis. They are so rarely used that I don't need to have them with me all the time. Now I think back to Space Age, or my previous playthrough and save game, where I had a bunch more stuff available. Maybe I will have one stack of rail ramps. Nice to just move things around. I don't think I have the nuclear fuel yet, but it would be nice to set it up. Let's put this full of... I guess I might also just empty this manually if there's anything over the top. Anyway, now I will make all of this blue. I will exchange this. Now there's blue belts available. Okay, these things look almost the same. Might also soon work on blue belts rather than only underground belts. But the underground belt is the most important aspect for me, for my train station design. I might just make this lower quality furnaces. And I still don't get enough iron ore from here. I guess there are reasons for that. Maybe my low mining productivity, or the fact that this is just normal electric mining drills. Don't have any quality ones, I guess. I will check that. But where would I find those? Probably right there, but there are no quality ones yet. So there are remnants of the train grid here, because of course there are factory things that are still here, but that could go away. I guess now all of these are empty and I could just take that apart. And eventually I want to also have the steel factory in a different place. I I will demolish this bit by bit, so I don't need to use too many of the base. Just the ones that are already here with me. Let's see if there are any disconnected areas. Yeah, the mining... I don't know. It would be nice to be able to properly or a bit more clearly visualize where the electric network is and where it disconnects. For instance, I might just look at it and see. So this says 5 megajoules. This also says 5 megajoules, so they are connected. Just not here in this case. I want to make a separate steel factory, probably... I would have said here, but I guess here might be the oil pumping area. Maybe steel might be over here. But also I will try to build the next station modules. Or the next brain network modules. They don't necessarily contain stations yet. I guess this rail, for instance, could be removed. This was part of the old design that I gave up on. And I don't think any train ever goes this way. There's nothing to be found up there. Maybe there was at some point. I can't really remember whether trains went there. Need to see if there's anything needed. I guess currently just robots that actually build the things. Also, more roboports need to be built to cover more of the blueprinted area. I now saw again that the Streamlabs Cloud bot has turned itself off again. I don't really know why it constantly does that. Basically, whenever one doesn't really look, it thinks it can just turn off. I wonder whether I should just have the steel factory right here, or maybe there instead. It needs to be somewhere, so I will just build it now. And it might just be this same thing, just with less layers maybe, because I don't really have that much steel or that much iron to put into steel production. Might also be already too big. For now I'm just trying to move things around so that the production can start. Oh, this is not good. I guess I should just let the robots build this thing for now and later replace things that can't be built. And also things shall be built from the base robots rather than from my personal robots. Still too close. And this is where I would use the first train-based design. I guess I'll just remove this. Then I will try to copy something like that. Maybe only the rails. So everything that is station related will be removed for now. I guess the signals could be kept. Okay, this design is basically just the rail. And I might also just build it here. And on the opposite side, but mirrored. I think I did test whether I can move this at all. I don't think I could actually move this. And now that I have built this big grid, I don't really want to tear it up again and rebuild everything. Of course, that might have to be an option at some point. It would be nice to basically also use deconstruction planners in a tileable way, so that you can just override previous builds and remove things from certain positions. Anyway, I was going to complain whether I might be able to move things down a little bit here, but also it might be too difficult to set this up. There might be the option to go on this line instead of here, and then everything might move down by one block, which would give me a little bit more space, but for now I will live with the space that I have. I will also copy all of this and then remove a bunch of stuff again. Roboport, pumps, storage tank, pipe. Basically only the rail part will be kept, and I will just try to find a good location to attach this, probably there. And this can now basically also be pasted everywhere, if I can fit it. I should paste that in one block where I don't have anything else yet. Of course I will not need this everywhere, so I should maybe just have one place where I use it. One of those blocks where I have all the stations. So the previous thing is this. This will be built here. This would allow me for now to have 4 stations per block. And sometimes I think I need more than 4. But I don't know where exactly I would build such a thing. I have certain ideas, but they might not actually be good. Maybe this whole system can only work for things that have a maximum of 4 ingredients. Or 3 ingredients and 1 output, I don't know yet. Maybe this is a bit under-designed or doesn't have that many capabilities, or I have to use the same station for multiple things. That might be a thing I have to do. I guess that can't work with everything. Let's just see what I might be building here, for instance. I guess many products really just have 3 ingredients. But the flying robot frame, for instance, has 4 ingredients. So I might have to think about something there. Some extra station. I guess there's just no rail yet, and now the station stops giving a warning signal. Not sure if there are any signals on this lane yet. Might have to build something. Might actually go there. And my power armor is still charging, I guess. Let me check. Yeah, I only have power armor Mark 1. I think one reason why I wanted to set up this kind of system was to build military science. I guess I still have that to do there. Make a train block for everything is actually after the military science. I already built the train bridge to the stone patch down there. It's not quite properly in the system as I would have wanted it, but it's somehow attached. And the trains can come and go. I guess I will now just have a station here, which will get iron plates. Might a train arrive there? I can see that here. I guess I will have train limit 2. And I'm sort of inspired to already start with the parameterized thing, or the other thing. Interrupts, that's what it's called. Can I do this now? That's the interesting question, I guess. I will fuel the train, even though I don't really have much stuff with me. Might just try to make more wood appear in my inventory by doing something like this in multiple places. Don't really have that many robots, only 40 something. I can only have 20 in total at the moment. And there are places in my design where it's difficult to see through and difficult to run through. I guess I'll just build another station here. This will be... Okay, I noticed that my design is kind of bad. So I should just start doing something better. So this will be steel. Might just use the steel icon, or actually no. This will be the pickup station, and pickup will be everywhere, and I will choose a specific purple-ish color for that. This will be iron drop. It's not X iron. I think X iron is where you get iron. I confused myself with my own naming conventions. So this should be iron plate drop. I guess I just entered that train. Need to press E or click that button. Okay. Interrupt. Fetch anything. Okay, that's something that I wrote or started to make, but it doesn't really do anything, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, fetch anything is a... could be an interrupt. Not sure what the configuration was. Maybe empty cargo. Pick up. Wait condition until you are full. Or... I don't know, time passed 30 seconds. Whatever happens first. So, the train is now going to the pickup location. And then I need to create a drop thing, and this will be used with the item parameter. Hello, Rory. I guess this is how I do it, I don't know. Programming is hard, especially in Factorio, especially if I haven't done this in a while. I'll just save this for now because I don't know what to do. Add interrupt condition. Has item? Is there such a thing? Has cargo? Not sure if I should use has cargo or item count. Or if there is a different thing to do. Has cargo in inventory. Doesn't really allow me to set which cargo. So I will say item count. Something bigger than... yeah, item parameter bigger than 0. Not sure if this item parameter has to be in the name of the interrupt. Add interrupt station. And now I will just write something, basically item parameter, drop, save interrupt, or wait condition empty, save interrupt. And now I will wait for something to happen, I guess. And soon I want a refueling station and a depot. So far nothing happens. I guess I need to do this once, but also it doesn't do the thing. Is it not yet parameterized? I thought this would be the correct item parameter. When used in schedule interrupt, it will match the first item that passes all wait conditions and replace the signal with that item. This also replaces the rich text tag in the target stop name. Maybe the name isn't properly written. I know. I mean, isn't that parameterized already? Let's see if I can see anything else. Has cargo? I guess I will look at this station. Maybe it needs the space to be dropped. I'll just drop the space so it's easier to see what things are happening. Empty cargo. Okay. I'm a bit silly as well. I haven't yet given any train. I mean, I have given this train the command to go there, but it's the wrong train actually. I need to do this. This needs to be pickup. And I guess right now, 2 trains actually use this stop. The problem is I need to reconfigure all trains that use this stop currently. This also needs to be iron plate drop. Basically now I can tell those trains down here to do that job. Might even... yeah, the limit is already there, so... how do I do this in the correct order so that nothing happens that I don't want to happen? I guess there are also quite a bunch of accumulators already. I didn't really place them yet. Maybe I should do that at some point. Might place them here where the biters are, just because there is some space. And I only ever would use this area for oil extraction. This area, for instance, is mostly copper ore extraction. Might also build some more of those station blocks. Or rail blocks, rather. I guess building all of this will take quite a bunch of time. It would be nice to have some kind of circle eventually, so the trains can take multiple far away routes. I guess I'm not yet sending the light green stuff to the base, and I would want to do that to create nuclear fuel. The mushroom farmer already has some collectors and solar panels. I'm just randomly getting distracted again, of course. And I guess it would also be nice to modularize or basically stop the electricity when it's not needed. When product that comes out is full, I don't need this factory to run, therefore turn off the electricity. But this might take a while to generalize this. Can I maybe get some rocket fuel? I guess right there. Just so I can always initialize new trains if I want to. I guess this station will also be called Pickup. Or maybe I will take the drop condition away. And give it the drop interrupt. And the fetch anything interrupt after it. Well, maybe not. I don't even know anymore how I did it. In my other... Why is this train here? Anyway. Full cargo or time past 30 seconds. I'll just give this train a group, and that will be the pickup trains. don't know if I can have a pickup interrupt. Let me just look into my blueprint book. Maybe I have some semblance of what it might look like in here. Don't think it's here. So this is basically a drop station. But the good thing would be to have a train from my other save game. I might even try to log into that. Might take a while to load though, so I will not do it lightly. Might just reinvent my new system here. So this train also wants pickup. Why does it want pickup temporarily? Oh, it has the fetch anything. Did I? Oh yeah, I configured that. So I guess I could use this kind of interrupt. I guess, although I can't do that for a fluid wagon train. I guess I have to think about it a bit more. For now, everything is broken and everything will wait.